The news in full. President Al-Sisi held summit talks with custodian of the two holy shrines, Saudi King Salman bin Abdulaziz, who started a 5-day official visit to Egypt on Thursday. During their meeting, both leaders called on consolidating a joint Arab action to face current challenges facing the Arab world and expressed their keenness on enhancing the bilateral ties in the various domains, describing ties as brotherly and historic. The two leaders will hold an expanded session of talks on Friday, which will be followed by a joint press conference. President Al-Sisi and Saudi monarch will also witness a signing ceremony of a number of agreements between the two countries. More details in the following report.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received visiting Saudi King Salman bin Abdulaziz, who arrived in Cairo on Thursday, kicking off his first official visit to Egypt, which will last for 5 days. President al-Sisi and the Saudi monarch held summit talks at Al Ittihadiyya Palace, where a state arrival ceremony was held for the Saudi king. During their meeting, the two leaders tackled means of fostering bilateral ties in various domains, in addition to a number of regional and international issues of mutual concern. They exchanged views and coordinated stances on challenges facing the Arab national security. The two leaders are scheduled to hold another session of talks on Friday, after which they will hold a joint news conference. They will also witness the signing ceremony for a number of important cooperation agreements between the two countries in various domains. King Salman will hold talks with a number of senior Egyptian officials and key figures, in addition to members of the Egyptian-Saudi Council. Ahead of his arrival, the presidency has issued a statement welcoming the visit by the custodian of the two holy mosques to Egypt, in which he is heading a high-level delegation. Presidential spokesman Ambassador Ala Yusuf said Egypt is giving a special importance to the visit by the Saudi monarch, which is expected to continue for 5 days, describing the visit as crowning the unique brotherly relations between the two countries. The cabinet also welcomed the Saudi king's historic visit, expressing its deep appreciation of the visit aimed at consolidating relations between the two countries. It said the visit would bring good results and promote the common interests of the two states within the framework of the brotherly ties between them. The visit also reflects a continuation of the close ties between the two peoples. Minister of International Cooperation Sahar Nasr said Egyptian-Saudi strategic relations have surpassed the level of political understanding and support to the current phase of enforcing development programs and economic projects beneficial to both sides. According to the minister, the visit of the Saudi king gives a huge push to joint cooperation at all levels.
Minister of Supply Khalid Hanafi said that Saudi King Salman's historical visit will help in exchanging expertise between the two countries. Hanafi made the statement during meeting of the Egyptian-Saudi Business Council.
It's a historical visit, by the way, and our relation with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is getting better and better all the time. This is from all the episodes in the past, so it's another step forward toward the historical relations between Egypt and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And actually, the relation is not just a political relation, but also it's the people of the two countries are very linked, and the business people here are linked to the business people in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It's really an important meeting because actually it's like an annual meeting that we meet every year here with our partners coming from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and they meet their counterparts here in Egypt. And this type of meeting is for exchanging ideas, views regarding the future. And definitely we consider the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as a major trading partner for Egypt and in investment as well. And the investment that comes from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is dedicated to different sectors and diversified in different areas. Most of these activities are very labor intensive, so it works very well regarding the employment file.
For his part, Minister of Trade and Industry Tariq Qabil said memos of understanding will be signed with the Saudi signed in different fields.
It's very important. The relationship between Egypt and Saudi is very old. Egypt-Saudi is the cornerstone for the Middle East. The King of Saudi coming with a big delegation, including a lot of business people. and few ministers to discuss so many different relationship issues, plus investment in Egypt, in Suez Canal, in Sinai, and in many different projects. So it's a quite important visit for both of us. The results will be, there are planned a few agreements and MOUs which will be signed. I will have to wait for them to be signed and then we'll talk about it. But there's also an MOU between the Ministry of Industry for Egypt and Saudi that should be done also during that visit. Thank you.
During the meeting of the Egyptian-Saudi Business Council, Minister of Investment Dalia Khorshid spoke about the importance of the visit and the different investment opportunities available.
And this is actually a continuation of the relationships between Egypt and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia that's been there for decades, and it's important for both parties to continue this relationship and to work successfully together and to ensure that there is continuous cooperation as well as investments between both countries. We've been working with the Saudi investors that had issues during the past couple of days. We're working constantly with them on a daily basis. We're trying to go through all the issues and trying to resolve those that are resolvable and try to agree a solution that we're going to resolve over the coming period. And then we're going to look into it not only from a resolution perspective on these existing issues, but to put a plan going forward to ensure that we're able to resolve the issues in a timely manner.
President al-Sisi warned on Thursday against the collapse of countries inside the Middle East region, saying repercussions of such fall could lead to a spread of terrorist groups. During his meeting with head of U.S. Congress Paul Ryan and his accompanying delegation, al-Sisi underscored the importance of prioritizing combating terrorism on an international level, putting into consideration impacts of terrorism on the global security and politics, as well as its role in hindering efforts of economic and social development. Presidential spokesperson Ambassador Ala Youssef said, President stressed Egypt's commitment to bolster the ties with the U.S. in various domains. For his part, U.S. Congress Speaker hailed Washington's strategic relations with Cairo. At another front, at a meeting with the head of parliamentary bloc of the Christian Democratic Union of Germany, the CDU, Volker Kauder, al-Sisi hailed Germany's stance towards the crisis of migrants, stressing the importance of adopting a complete strategy in dealing with the crisis. The head of state called on settling the current challenges facing the region, in addition to following up efforts of economic and social development. In his respect, al-Sisi called on boosting the cooperation among the two nations, which can contribute in facing mutual challenges, especially terrorism. Volker, for his part, praised Egypt's role in the Middle East, expressing Germany's keenness to enhance the economic cooperation with Egypt.